Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Thursday, May 7th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. Oop, my light's doing something funny there. Um, what else is new? I am in a completely different configuration today. I'm actually sitting at my altar. I'm getting ready to lead the red thread in a devotional this afternoon. Rather than a teaching, we're going to be doing some chanting, a little bit of teaching, but some chanting and some sacred space holding. So I thought I would do that from my altar space because I'm going to be making a little noise. And my microphone has a different setup today as well. So hopefully you all can hear me, and I'm coming in loud and clear. And I promise you I won't be singing and chanting into the Shruti box today. That is reserved for people who pay me money. I don't know. That might be actually their first mistake. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've got mala beads, I've got a shruti box. You can see my drum over on my desk. We're going to be drumming and chanting and just holding space in a different way today, but not here. Here I have a channeled message for you today. As with everything I do, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Know that these messages are timeless, so if you are tuning in real time on Thursday, May 7th, awesome. But if you are catching me at a later date, there's very likely going to be something here for you. I definitely have the sense that I'm going to be channeling into some similar energies that I have been tapping into in these last many days. I know that because when I sat down here knowing what I was going to do, I got a big lump in my throat and I was like, I'm not going to say it, but I feel it. And we're going to just see where we go today. You'll probably notice I might be rocking here. One of the reasons I sit in a chair when I deliver these messages is because I know this about myself. I rock. So I hope it's not too distracting. I'm just going to go where I go. And just so you know what I'm doing when I'm rocking, if you can imagine that I am just taking in the energy, I'm moving it through my body and I'm sending it deep down into the earth. So I like to tell my clients when we're in retreats that if you see me rocking, imagine my whole body is like a giant sea anemone and I'm just bringing in all of the energy that's being released and I'm moving it through and down into like that fiery part of the earth, and I'm going to let the earth take it. So I hold myself together when I'm in my chair. I don't do it as well here on my altar. So we're going to see how it goes today. All right. Whew. Let's see where we go. So earlier today, and I'm seeing it now, I got a download for our collective that I was hesitant to give because I feel like it's almost the exact opposite message from what I delivered the other day, which it's not that it's wrong. It's not that one is wrong or one is more right. It's that the energy has shifted and what is coming through now is a little different than the other day. And my guides with a sense of humor, do you all know the meme with the little girl who's probably like, I don't know, 25 by now, but she's like, like she just has her head cocked funny and she's like like that's how I felt when I heard it because I didn't want to deliver it. And so I am going to start here, but then I can tell that we're gonna just check in on the temperature of our two separate energies. But first, the message. So remember the other day when I said that our divine feminines are coming into our gifts, we're coming into our abilities, we're coming into our mysticism, and the way that is registering in our bodies, in our beings, is to become acutely aware of the energy of our soul bonds, and we start to feel and tap into the energy of our deep soul bonds. And sometimes we want that energy to mean something that it does not. So that was the message that I delivered pretty forcefully the other day, and with the underlying thread of choose you. Just because you are feeling someone on the inner levels, just because you are feeling them reaching out for you, does not mean that they are ever going to be able to show up for you in real life. So that was the message I delivered, and I feel like I was a little bit bitchy about it, and I'm sorry if I did come across that way. But it was the vibration, and it was delivered in the vibration that I was shown to deliver it in. And here today, there's a little bit of a mother effer. Um, what I heard this morning was that if you are, here it is, you are feeling them more deeply, you are feeling, you are being called to them on the inner levels more acutely, because they are coming closer to a place of peace, might be the word, um, understanding. They are coming to their own place in their own energy bodies where they may actually be reaching out to you. But I don't want you to wait for them. And I also want to say that you might be feeling this in your body. You might be feeling this in your physical being. You might be feeling it. Like, it's like the body knows, the body picks up the signals. We can feel them. I'm pretty sure they can feel us. I know they can feel us. And we pick that up. We pick up the frequency before we are able to bring it fully into our physical bodies and bring it out into the world. And what I had the sense of this morning was, for some of you, not for all of you, and this is why I say I cannot predict the future, there is a message that is going to come through, and it will come through either via text message, or the phone will ring, or something is going to happen. I did also get a visual of someone just showing up at your house. This is not for everyone, but someone might be showing up at your house. Like, that might be the frequency that you are picking up. They are thinking about it. They are coming closer and closer and closer to taking that step. I'm hearing two things right now. One, I'm going to put a pin in, and I'm going to be putting a pin in the place of peace. I'm going to be putting a pin in how they are coming to this place of peace and what that peace might be and what it looks like. But what I want to say first is, and this feels like a little bit of a warning, and I don't mean that in the negative way. This is not a negative message at all. I want to put in a little, maybe it's a caveat. Maybe caveat is a better word. Maybe caveat is a better word, because what I think might also be happening is that it might be someone else who is actually coming to deliver a message. So with this pin over here where we're coming into this, to the person, this is the person that you want to hear from. Now, I don't want to say that you don't want to hear from this other person, but this is the person. This is the person. This is the person with the between you. This is over here. This is the peace talk over here. Over here, what I'm feeling and what you might be feeling and what you might be mistaking for your person over here is another connection. Okay, another connection. And for some of you, it might be a connection from your past. It might be even someone that you learned a lesson from. It might be, and I'm like, hi, gentlemen. It might be one of the exes. It might be one of these people who you are picking up on. And because of the frequency that you've been holding, they are feeling you in some way, and you are drawing them back to you. Now, it does not need to mean anything. They may reach out. You get to be in choice about how you are going to receive them. This is a really important point for you. Regardless, and I feel like this came through the other day in different language, but like almost the same sentiment. Regardless, your work as you are anticipating this message, as you are calling a message forward, your work is again to let go of outcomes. Right? We are not making someone reaching out to you mean anything about the way things are going to turn out. We cannot do that. When we do that, and I'm hearing like the whole coaching industry saying, no, don't tell them this, but I'm going to tell you this. We can focus our attention, we can focus our mindset, we can focus our energy on something we desire. There's nothing wrong with that. And yes, that is absolutely how we draw to us more of what we want. That is how we manifest. We manifest partially with mindset. We manifest, I like to say that words are spell castings, thoughts are spell casting. Like we manifest with all of those things. But the work is to take the face off of the manifestation and to focus on the frequency that you want to receive. If you are wanting to be held in love, if you are wanting to be seen in love, if you are wanting to be seen fully, that is the frequency that you want to be holding yourself in. You want to be calling in that frequency of, I am worthy of the deepest love. I am worthy of being seen. I am worthy of being met. I am worthy of being held. I am worthy of giving the love that I desire, knowing that I will receive it, not transactionally, but that it is just this energetic flow. Remember the light and the holder of the light, the light and the holder of the light. This is the frequency you want to be holding, and you need to take the face off of the desire. You need to take the face off of the desire because that person, that face might not actually be able to deliver for you, okay? And by putting a face on the desire, you are also often by accident calling in some negative stuff too, because you have those tender parts, you have those tender places, you have the wounds that have transpired between whomever it is that's coming forward. I'm not going to lose this pin, I promise. You have so many feelings about the person. But the truest essence is the feeling that you desire most, and the truth that you deserve this highest form of love, that you deserve this high vibration, you deserve this being witnessed and witnessing, being held and holding. You deserve to be wrapped in that energy and held in that energy, and you deserve to be gazed upon by your beloved in the same way that you gaze upon your beloved, but take the face off of the desire. Because if it's not peace talking person over here, and if it is Mr. or Mrs. not right for me then, not right for me now, maybe right for me now, if it is someone else, what I don't want to have happen is that collapse, that, oh, you? I want that one. Because it just shifts you out of that frequency of this is what it could be. This is what I am deserving of. This is what I want to create for myself. It's like that, and we collapse. And we in the collapse, we accidentally lose the whole frequency of the desire in the first place. So all that to say, I know you're feeling the messages. I know you're feeling them thinking about you. And I do believe you are feeling the person that you want to be connecting with. I do believe that you are feeling into that person's energy as well. I do believe that they're feeling you. That bond is so deep, that soul bond is so deep. And when the soul bonds are so deep, you can't help it. You just can't help it. And when you are so deeply attuned to yourself, you are probably thinking about the past wounds that might have led to this rupture. You're probably thinking about all of the origin places. In the last few days, I've been talking about that orbit, that galaxy of wounding that came before, that caused the rupture between these two people, that actually doesn't have to do with these two people. It's everything that came before. And so just remember that as you're feeling into those frequencies, you might be calling in not accidentally. Nothing is by accident. If you are calling in someone from your past, there is something for you there, and something there for you. I don't know what I'm inviting you to do is take the face off, but also when that message comes through, something is coming through. Something is coming through. I don't know who it's from. When it comes through, just like I was talking about holding that frequency of desire and of being met in it and being held in it, regardless of how the message comes in, there's something that's going to flash on your phone, whether they're calling or whether they're texting. And there's going to be an automatic response in your body. And that automatic response in your body might be related to how you left things last. It might be a shot of fear that runs through your body. It might be a shot of adrenaline. It might be tears of happiness or tears of joy, regardless of what happens in that first moment of receiving this message. I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to remember that you are not the same person you were. They are not the same person they were when the rupture happened. And so in that deep breath that you take, I want you to take that big in-breath, and I want you to really anchor in to this new form. I want you to really anchor into this I-beam, and I want you to receive them with your full heart, with your full being, with your full attention, loving attention. Not in the wounding, not in the pain, not in the fight, not in the hurt. And it does not matter what you will choose next, okay? It does not matter what you choose to do with the information you receive when the message comes in. I just want you to open and to soften and to ready yourself for something new. Because if you can do that, it does not mean that you need to choose to align yourself with someone that is misaligned. It does not mean you need to invite this person back from your past, who you left in the past, back into the present moment. It doesn't need to mean anything. It doesn't need to mean any sort of future. You still get to be in choice. You both still get to be in choice. But I just want you to meet them with this new energy and receive what they have to say, however well-versed, however awkward, however perfect, however imperfect, however what you wanted to hear, how so not what you wanted to hear. I want you to just run it through this new structure rather than the old form. My sense is that the person who is reaching out to you, whether it is the person you want to hear from or a person from your past that you didn't know was going to be reaching out, I want you to receive them as new people as well. new people who have, God willing and the creek don't rise, done some healing work for themselves, on themselves. And regardless of whether they've done the healing enough to be in right relationship with you, I want you to receive them as someone new with something new to offer you. Again, letting go of the outcome, letting go of expectation, and receiving them in this new form. I said I was going to come over here and talk about this person working so hard and possibly even deeply failing right now at coming into peace, but really, really being worked by spirit over here. Your person over here is really being worked right now, and some of them are much further through, and some of them are still in the spiral and the spin. And regardless of where they are, I'm personally going to beam them so much love and so much healing over here. I can just feel the turmoil. I can feel, this is like, there's like a karmic wheel happening over here, and it is completely separate from you. There's a karmic wheel that is happening, and there is a belief over here that what is happening is karma, and they're stuck in a loop of not recognizing that you actually get to choose your new karma, your next new karma. You can stay in this loop and believe this is what I chose this lifetime. This is what I chose this lifetime. This is what I chose this lifetime, and I'm going to live in this pain and this suffering and this punishment, and this is what I have to do. This I'm just going to like let it roll out. Let the camera roll till the sunset and cut. Like there's a little bit of that feeling like, this is my karma, I earn this, I deserve this. This is my karma, I earn this, I deserve this. This is my karma, I earn this, and I deserve this. And I can see where spirit is trying to get in and say, no, I have given you so many opportunities to choose your new karma, to choose your next story. I am giving you that opportunity. I am giving you that opportunity. I'm giving you that opportunity, and you need to choose it. But we can't make them choose any more than spirit can make them choose, because they have a messy human self too, and they need to choose it. They need to choose to believe that life is happening for them, and that they can step off the wheel that they're on and up to the next rung, and let everything that happened before be what happened before, and let everything that happens from this point on be something completely different. They can choose to heal, and they've been in this wheel. And when it comes up to the top, it starts to feel like, oh, there's the light, there's the sun, I see that, okay, oh, but my karma is not the light and the sun, it's the darkness. And they go back around. And I can just, it's like, oh, here we go, we're coming out of it, and crash. I can just feel the wheel turning over here, and it's like, oh, can you just see how many hands have come in to help lift you out, and the way you are choosing to continue to punish yourself here in this wheel? And I'm hearing, what about the structure? You said there's a new structure. There is a new structure. It is there. But what is the use of a new structure if you're not going to use it, if you're going to keep letting it collapse on itself? It's like, oh, it's upright, and then I'm going to, like, almost like the dominoes. I'm seeing dominoes. I'm seeing rows of dominoes where like there's these I beams, and they're all lined up, and they're ready to build. They're ready for the next level, and the darkness comes around, and they're like, okay. And they just, and everything gets knocked down. And they come back around and they're like, okay, I'm going to pick everything back up again. And they pick everything back up and then they come back around and they knock it down again. They, they're in it. They're in it. They're in it. And you're a part of it, but you are not at cause. And I can see for so many of you who are in this energy that you were a light source. You were such a beautiful light source. But they have to be willing to let it in. They have to be willing to let it in. And I can see where they're not letting you in right now because they know they're stuck in the wheel. And they see your beautiful light. And they're trying to protect you from their darkness. They're trying to protect you from their spiraling. They're trying to protect you. It's like I can hear, I see you. I see you. I see your light. I know you're here. I see your light. But if I bring you into this madness, I'm afraid I will drown you. I'm going to come into you over here. And by the way, I'm saying you and them. You might be the them listening to this. So reverse the order of operations if that is where you see yourself where you see yourself. I'm not here to dictate. I'm just calling it as I see it. But where you see yourself is where you see yourself. Over here, the holder of the light, with the new structure in place. You're being invited to trust the path, to trust your person, to know themselves well enough to know when and if it is safe for you to come back in. Withdrawal is communication. And in this instance, withdrawal, at least where we are today, can you hear my voice? I can just feel the love between these two people. Withdrawal is protection. It is communication. I'm hearing withdrawal is the communication, and it is protection. It is to protect you from what is happening here. And I can hear you saying, but I'm new. I won't collapse. I can hold this. My voice. And it's true. You can. But in this new form, you know that they need to be able to hold you as well. And until they can, if they ever can, they are protecting you, and you are being held in protection by the divine. So you get to trust. And I just heard someone say, but what about the phone call? What about the communication that you said is coming in? Again, for some of the energies over here, they have that structure in place. They've moved beyond, they're ready, or they're closer to ready than they've ever been. And it's really close for some of them. But not for all. Which is why you need to keep choosing you. can't remember. I have to look at the time too. Oh, I'm going to have to go. I can't remember how much I channeled on this over here for this person, for this energy over here, about the insidiousness of the patriarchy, tricking us into believing that our worthiness is related to being chosen. It's a lie. And this person not, quote unquote, choosing you right now is protection. And if they choose to come back in, it is not because they are choosing you. It is because you have chosen yourself, and they have been able to choose themselves. And by choosing yourself, you both know that you want to build together. Whew. My heart is pounding in my chest. My hands are icicles. And I'm just going to beam so much healing out into the universe, out to all of you. There's an Aramaic chant, Ana el na refanala, Ana el na refanala. Just heart healing, just so much heart healing out in the world today. All right. Thank you for bobbing and weaving with me today. Please like, share, subscribe, continue to comment. I love interacting with you. I love getting to know all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.